What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How are you? Welcome to another edition of Real Talk for Real Men. I am your host, Lee Black, coming to you live from Atlanta, GA, on this April 29th. My God, the year is going away. Having said that, I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm getting my energy pumped up. I've got a late start to my day, but I'm actually feeling pretty good. So welcome in. Good to see everybody. This is Saturday's edition of Real Talk. And if this is your first time, you know, on Saturdays, we like to keep it light, carefree. It's the culmination of our week, so we're going to have some fun, have a few laughs. So thank you for spending just a little bit of time with us. So for the more regular viewers, you already know what to expect. It's real, it's live, it's raw. Let's get things started. Popped off. Let me introduce you to my host, Tasha from Memphis, Tennessee. What's up, McMac?
Oh, not much. What's going on? How are you?
I am doing pretty good. My second win is kicking in, so kind of getting to my place. How you? You're smiling. How you doing, baby? How are you?
I'm okay. That I'm all right.
That's all right. That's all right. You know what? It's going to be a beautiful show. When my best friend smiles, everything is cherry on top. So I
Right.
guarantee you. Glad that's my baby right there. That's my baby girl right there. Y'all need to know. I got my brother in the house. Another true sign that today is going to be a great show. Mr. Kenny, that's my brother from another mother. What's up, my brother?
What's up, my beautiful black people? How we doing today?
Going
Yes,
on,
sir.
Kenny?
Doing good. And you're
Good.
smiling. Man, y'all are making my day starting off. Y'all bringing my energy level up. Dude,
Cause I'm
that's
getting
what
ready
I'm
to,
talking about.
I'm getting ready to mess. I'm getting ready to mess with you, black.
Okay,
You know
that's what's
that.
up. That's
You
what's
know
up.
what? I'm asking you. You keeping your gun in a holster this weekend? Cause you was out hunting last
I was
weekend.
out hunting. I was out hunting
You,
last
you,
weekend.
you ain't pulling the gun out this
No,
weekend.
no. I only got so many bullets in this chamber, my brother. I'm old. Got to tell you. A nigga is tired. I'm staying in. I'm grounded. I'm grounded. I got my sis from New York in the place. She in prison. What's up, sis?
What's up, brother? Hi, Tasha. Hi, Kitty.
Going on, Sherry?
Hey, what's up,
Already.
Sherry?
The family is here. We missing some of our regulars, but seeing everybody here, I'm going to have a good time. This pops off my weekend. It sets my tone for the rest of my weekend. We all know that the weekends go by way too quick, so I'm already in a great mood that I got you three here. It's fantastic. And the real estate insider himself is in the house. Happy Saturday to you, my brother. We are a part of the platform of shows that brings you the Real Estate Insider. That man sitting right there, that is Mr. Falk. And he is the innovator, the everything behind TFG. So Real Talk is a part of TFG shows, and you can find us on YouTube, on Facebook, and this particular show, look for us under the TFG Ratchet, TFG Uncut, because we like to we're that child that's always in trouble. So we're gonna talk some shit. We're gonna have a little fun. And if this is your first time, be prepared, strap in, but join the conversation. There's an open invitation. I always put the link out there. Anybody, you don't have to know us. You can become part of the family by popping in, having some fun, sharing your views, and we're open to all views. There is no shutdown here. We agree to disagree without being disagreeable, and it's all love, all fun. And today we're going to do a part 2 of urban trivia. So I have no idea where this is going to go. We don't know where sometime the road takes us. We're just going to have some fun with it. We're going to talk about some shit that's integral to being black, and that in of itself is going to take you down some rabbit holes. So we're going to have some
Right.
fun. If you know what I'm saying? So if other family members do pop in, come in and join us. We're going to get to as many of these as we can. And I have no idea what those are going to be. My co-host Tasha is going to introduce topics, and we'll have that conversation. So, what you got, Tosh? You smoking? Oh shit! Here we go. If you smoking, I might as well start to get my drink on.
That's not what
Oh,
that
here we
meant.
go. Here we
Yes,
go.
So I'm
sir.
going to start us off with something pretty easy. Now, all of the questions are multiple choice. So, if
Okay.
you want me to read them, excuse me, if you want me to read off the choices, let me know. Or
Okay.
if you just know it, just shout it out. But I'm going to start
Okay.
off with something easy to kind of
Okay.
like break us into it. So for this question, Charlie Wilson, aka Uncle Charlie, got his start with which legendary group?
I know. I know. Before you read anything, does everybody know Charlie
I know.
Wilson?
Oh,
Kenny, I'm surprised
oh,
you
I
don't
know
know.
you. I know he. I know he came from gospel. But I don't know. Okay, yeah, I don't
Oh,
know
well, you
his.
might be going back further than what I'm thinking.
How about I give you the options? And I
Yeah,
think
I
it'll
know.
help if I give you the options.
Okay, because I
Oh,
know who I'm thinking. Sherry, before she give the option, do you know
okay.
Charlie Wilson?
Not really. I heard his name, but I don't know what he's. I know he sings
Come
something.
on, sis. My name is Charlie. Last name Wilson. Come on, Uncle Charlie. Okay. Okay. Hold on, Tasha, before you read. Let's see, because I'm a Willie. Appreciate you joining the show. I'm gonna let her read the choices. Then before we even answer, I'm gonna say what Willie says. Go ahead, Tasha.
Okay, the options are Maze, the Gap Band, Earth, Wind, and Fire, or the Ohio Players.
All
Oh, it's the Gap
legendary
Band.
groups. Willie says the Gap Band. I'm a hold mine. Sherry, which group did he come from?
I think the Ohio players.
Sherry guesses the Ohio players. Willie says the Gap Band. Who you say, Kenny?
Then Gap Band.
The real estate inside says the Gap Band. It's the Gap Band, ain't it, Tasha?
It's the Gap Band. Yes, it is.
But do me a favor.
It
Name
was
those
kind of
groups
weird how
again.
that. Yeah,
No, go ahead, Kenny.
it was kind of weird. That question was kind of tricky though, because I know Charlie Wilson. He started in gospel, so I'm thinking
And
maybe
see,
they were saying
I didn't even know that.
yeah. He started in gospel. He grew up gospel. His dad was a preacher. Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I ain't
So
shocked, but I did not. That's
right.
another. That's a fact I definitely didn't know.
Hmm.
But now that you say that, you know what? I can hear the influences of it now
Oh
that you say
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
know.
yeah.
But Tasha,
Most
read those groups
definitely.
again because I want to ask a question. You got the Gap Band,
Oh,
Earth,
yeah,
Wind, and
sure.
Fire,
The Gap
Ohio
Band, Earth,
Players,
Wind, and Fire, and Maze.
and Maze group. If you had to pick one group to be stranded with their music out of that group, Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Ohio Players, Frankie Beverly and Maze, or the Gap Band, who you taking? You can
Ooh.
only pick one of those
Oh
four.
man, you know
Earth,
that's
Wind,
wrong,
and
Black.
Fire. Earth, Wind, and
That's
Fire.
wrong,
I don't
Black.
have to think about it.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna pick. That's what I'm going with.
I think I'll go with Earth, Wind, and Fire too.
Man,
Even though I
that's
like Amaze, but
oh,
I
that's a
think
tough
Earth, Wind,
one.
and Fire got more.
See, this is showing some generation thing here. The real estate inside says Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Frankie Beverly. Right,
Who you
right.
picking, Kenny?
Bro, this is such a tough one. And you know, a lot of the younger generations gonna go with Frankie Beverly Mays because guess what is
Right,
played at all the
right,
barbecues
right.
is Frankie Beverly Mays, and I love Frankie Beverly Mays too. But if I had to pick one, just I'm an Uncle Charlie fan. I'm going with the Gap Band.
I am
I'm
too,
going with the
Tasha.
Gap Band.
I am too. And I can't believe I'm saying that. I love me some Earth, Wind, and Fire,
I do too.
but I'm going with the Gap Band. They had a funkier a groove to me, Tasha. That
Cool.
I don't know. Okay, but
Yeah,
that wow,
yeah.
interesting. Go ahead, Big Mac. What you got for us next?
Okay, well, shit, I was looking for a question because I don't want to just dive into anything like
Okay.
too hard, quick. But okay, this is about sports. We got the sports guy on here, Kenny. All right. Which pick in the NBA draft was Michael Jordan selected by the Chicago Bulls?
Which pick? You know what? Oh,
I,
that's a tough one.
Oh, well, the options
Uh,
the options are easy. It's first, second, third, or
right,
fourth.
right.
So
He was selected. He wasn't first because Sam Bowie
he
was
definitely
first.
wasn't first. They picked Sam Bowie.
Yeah, I think Mike was either second or third. I think he was third. I
And
think.
I was thinking for some reason he was the fourth pick.
I think he
Sherry,
was third.
who you going with?
I don't know too much about the sports thing, but I'm just going to randomly say second.
Okay. Now, Tasha, you have the answer, but did you know the
I
answer?
think it's second.
No, I did not know the answer. No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
What's the answer?
I
Third.
think he was second.
He was third. So does it
Okay,
say who was second?
No, no, no,
I
no,
think
no.
I know
It
who was
only talks
second.
about him.
I think Hakeem Olajuwon was second.
You're right. You're right.
I
You're
think
right.
he,
You're
I think
right. You're
Hakeem
right.
Olajuwon was second.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
I'm not, but I think he was second, and then Mike was third to Chicago. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And which team in that one, I'm just curious, had the first pick? Kenny.
Portland had the first pick. Portland had the first pick.
Can you imagine the
They picked
fate
Sam
of
Bowie.
Portland, right? Had they chose Akeem or Michael? These are two
Right.
can't miss people.
Right.
Because I don't care what you say.
Exactly.
You put Akeem or Michael on any one of on Portland, they're still winning a championship. You know, in time. But anyway, I'm just saying.
I agree.
All right, Tasha.
Okay, here's another easy one. What does WAP stand for?
WAP?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is an easy one.
We know what that stands for.
This is an exclusionary question. So let me give you the options because it's worship and praise, wireless access point, or waffles and pancakes, or none of the above.
Hold on, read those choices again.
Worship and praise, wireless access point, waffles and pancakes, or none of the above.
None of the above.
Real estate insider, you got a good guess. Wireless access point, because I think I do see that on the back of some like devices.
You do. Yeah,
you do
the
see
devices.
that
You
on
do see that,
but that's not what it's come to stand
No.
for. You know,
right?
And urban trivia it's become synonymous with the answer is none of the above, clearly,
right?
Because it's talking about that weak ass pussy.
I don't know. They have a really strong. They have a strong opportunity with brunch and putting WAP on the menu. Any brunch place could put that on the menu.
Okay, so we going down a small rabbit hole here because this is real talking. If this is your first time tuning in, so if WAP stands for wet ass pussy,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever asked this question. And I got two women on the panel, and I'm sorry, ladies, y'all are gonna be the victims of this question.
Thank God, not the victims.
he said victims. We're gonna need some crime tape. We're gonna need to investigate
because it's not something somebody would normally ask, probably. But is it healthy? But I don't think I've ever asked a woman this.
What?
But is that healthy for a woman for her to be always just wet like that? Because in the video, it's touted as a great thing, what wet ass pussy, and you listen to the lyrics. But I am curious. I don't know. Y'all got so much shit going on down there with y'all plumbing. So is that healthy and is that normal? I don't know about no. Is that healthy for a woman? Because you see a lot of women talk about, I'm always wet. For a woman to always be soppy wet in a nasty musty drawers, is that healthy?
No. Of course not. It's not healthy because of like bacteria and stuff. But as far as I think maybe when women say it, I think they're referring more to sex, that they're always wet, like during sex. I mean, the thing is a fucking self-cleaning oven, so it's always going to be moist down there to a certain level, but not like it would be during sex. So.
Well, I got news for you. If it's a self-cleaning oven, some of them need to add some Brillo pads and scrub themselves. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Sis, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, who want to be just sloppy wet all the time?
Oh man, this show is
So
already
it's
off the rails.
it's touted as being something special or whatever, And that's the thing. I'm as a guy, so I got to ask my brother Kenny a question based behind that. The real estate insider said they just got to carry around a thermos to stay hydrated so they won't get dehydrated. Good, very good point. So, my brother Kenny, is that sexy? In that moment when whether you're doing the scratch and sniff test or and then you just got a handful of gooiness. Is that a turn on? Is that and Willie and Real Estate Insider, answer this as well. For you, is that sexy when you reach down and you just got a handful of stickiness?
You act like we can fucking control that.
I kind of
we can't control that.
I don't know. That's why I never asked this. I didn't know if it was healthy, or not. And so
I think it's good when I'm eating my sandwich.
What?
When I'm eating my sandwich and they down there, yeah. Then they need to have it all over the face, yes.
What?
I ain't mad at you, sis.
Just to be all sloppy and wet.
My thing is, long as I can grab that sandwich and swap your own stuff and you can eat it. If you eat it, then I'll eat it.
Nah, I ain't gonna be doing all that.
I'm just saying, so that's all I'm saying. The Real Estate Insider says once I agitate it, I like it to be wet.
Agitate.
It's not a washing machine.
You called it the oven. He called it a washing machine.
Because it is self-cleaning.
I'm just saying, Kenny,
you guys are off the rails already.
This just popped in my mind, but we're gonna get I promise you, we moving on. But I just had to answer. I just don't like them big sloppy wet pussies like that. Tasha's grandmother, she calls them California cocks.
Yeah,
California cocks to yourself. I like my shit a little bit of dry. Let me work for it. Okay, I'm Tasha, give us another one. I was going to go somewhere else.
Okay. Here's what I think. This is pretty common knowledge. So I'm not going to give the options unless people ask for it. But what's the common mathematic practice when buying food stamps?
The common mathematic
practice when buying food stamps.
I get the question. I think I get the question.
I can read the options if you want me to.
Yeah.
Okay. So is it dollar for dollar? Is it 50 cents on a dollar? Is it 75 cents on a dollar? Or is it I ain't ever brought food stamps?
I think it's 2 for 1. I think like Willie Earl's Ezel. I'm saying Willie Ezel. I'm sorry, brother.
Willie Earl.
I think it's 2 for 1. I said Willie Earl.
2 for 1. So he said 50 cents on a dollar. 5 for 10.
It's 50 cents on a dollar.
I think it's 2 for 1.
Yeah. That's
I have bought some. And I bought some and they give you. I think it's 60 for 40. 60 for 40.
Okay, so yours is 75. It's the other one then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the answer is 50 cents on a dollar. So.
Okay.
Oh, 50 cents on a dollar.
50 cents on a dollar. Okay.
Is it just me, or has it gotten harder to find these nasty bitches who even want to sell food stamps?
Yeah, people don't be wanting to sell them. I be asking because they don't want to sell them now.
So it's not just me, because it's hard. It used to be relatively easy to find people to sell food stamps.
Yeah.
Now these bitches
it's kind of. And two, it's kind of different. Every state is different. I can say in the state of Texas, they got those cards. It ain't like we used to. So it's on the EBT card. So I guess maybe that's kind of made it a little bit different too.
But here's the thing. I would think in a way that would be easier with Cash App
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Zelle and
Right.
stuff like that, because now
Right.
I can wire you the
Right.
money
Right.
immediately.
Right.
You know what I'm
Immediately.
saying?
Yeah, that's true.
And then
Yeah, that's
you
true
know,
too. Yeah.
I ain't gonna put it out there, but I got somebody that I know put me on the game that she was able to shop for me at Walmart. She lived in a different state. She was able to shop for me in Walmart, and the food was delivered right to my door. Now she didn't charge me for it. She, just used the food stamp card and delivered right to my door. So in a lot of
Right.
ways,
Right.
I
No,
think
you used to in New York. People used to be standing in the supermarket asking you,
right
you want to
back
buy.
in the day. And the real estate inside, that's why I said you don't have to now give away your card, because I think with technology, it should be a lot easier. Willie Ezel says eggs and WAP too damn high. No, you damn right, Willie.
Yeah,
You damn right.
that's right. He right about that. For
You
real.
damn right. And then
Yeah.
one of my regular show members, he said he talked about the quality of pussy. This is my personal belief, just coming from Lee Black. Right now, if you asking me a choice between getting eggs and pussy, give me them eggs.
Well, shit, with the cost of eggs, that's about as much as you would give a bitch anyway. So
them eggs gonna last longer, unless you get yourself a hold of a bad piece of pussy, then that can last a lifetime, folks. Be careful.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Tasha, go ahead.
Okay. This is about a TV show, Living Single. On the show Living Single, how was Khadijah and Sinclair related?
Khadijah and Sinclair.
Cousins.
Ooh, I think I know that.
Khadijah.
Right.
Cousins.
Yeah, I without even saying that I would say cousins. Is that right?
Yeah, they're cousins. Yeah. I was waiting on Sherry to answer, but
yeah,
they were cousins.
My question, my side thing to that, Willie
My
Ezel,
favorite show.
he answered cousin as well. You said that's your favorite show? Kenny, you said that's your
One
favorite
of my
show?
favorites.
Okay. And I wanted to ask a question about that.
One of my favorites.
Okay. Do you guys think this show has gotten its true credit? Because when we think about black sitcoms, Cosby Show, obviously, Different World, Martin comes to mind. I never hear anybody mentioning what's it called, Tasha?
Living Single?
Living Single. I never hear anybody mentioning Living Single. Do you think this show deserves a lot more credit for its content?
I do. I think it does. My opinion.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know why, I don't know why certain shows get more, recognition than others, or, it gets watched more, like Martin and different things. But for me, I think Living Single and Girlfriends are up there.
You mentioned another one, Girlfriends. Mm-hmm. I think was way ahead of its time in terms of content, and comedy. Willie Ezel, very underrated, top notch, and almost from beginning to end. Like, to me, they didn't even have any lull seasons. I think about Living Single. It was probably the black version of what's the show with Carrie? Sarah Jessica Parker. What was that?
Oh, Sex in the City.
Sex in the City. This was to me kind of similar in a sense. Obviously, I could relate to Living Singles better, whatever. But yeah, very underrated. And Girlfriends as well. And they dealt with all kinds of adult subject matter that normally comedy shows don't deal with. And they did it very well. So
I wasn't that fond of that show.
Really?
What? Why? How come? I'm curious as to why.
The guy that was dating that was a super or whoever he was.
Yeah.
He was so silly to me.
John Singleton.
Right, yeah.
John Singleton.
Uh-huh.
And I thought their relationship was
John Hinton.
brilliant. John Hinton. I'm sorry. Yeah, John Singleton. I'm sorry. Yeah,
John
yeah,
Hinton.
John Hinton.
Yeah.
And I thought even from the beginning, I liked his character. I liked his level of, he wasn't. So I got a question for you, sis. Do you
It
like
wasn't both.
Tyler Perry's shows? What's that show with Tyler Perry? It's been long running now with the guy and the wife.
House of
Uh,
Pain.
yeah,
House
House
of
of
Pain.
Pain.
House
Oh,
of
okay, I was
Pain.
gonna say there's a few of them. Yeah.
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 It's okay, but it ain't really. I ain't really fond of that
Okay.
either.
I was just curious. Because to me, they borderline on a buffoonery. When I look at House of Pain, I've tried to watch it, but they got the laugh track built into it, and but I thought John Hinton and Claire, their relationship, I always really liked it. Willie says they claim their friends once stolen from the loving single pilot. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I can
I
see that.
heard that too. I heard that. Mm-hmm.
I can see that. So yeah, I just had to throw that in there. Shout out to Living Singles. Go ahead, Tasha. What else we got for us?
Okay. Jason Weaver, known for his role on Smart Guy and ATL, is also the singing voice behind what famous Disney character? Is it Jafar in Aladdin, Beast in Beauty and the Beast, Simba in Lion King, or Hercules in Hercules?
I know this. I think. I think I know this. Go ahead, Kenny.
I think it's Simba, Lion King.
Me
I
too.
believe.
Me too.
And
Me
Lion
too.
King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jason Weaver, Lion King Simba, the original Lion King Simba.
The only, let's just be very clear, the
Damn, Tasha.
only
Damn.
Lion
Tasha
King.
throwing straight shade to Beyonce's version.
All of it. All of it. I'm a Disney
Oh
purist.
wow.
Leave the shit alone, okay?
We
Quit remaking it.
we've had that conversation, and I agree with her in this sense. Some things you need to leave alone. There are some things you shouldn't fuck
Mm-hmm.
with. And when they remade it, it did not capture the same magic as the original. So I agree with Tasha in this sense. Now, there's a little side note to this story about Jason Weaver that people may not know. The real estate insights, he played teenage Michael Jackson. Oh yeah, definitely. Did you know that when he
Right.
did
Definitely. Yeah.
live version of Simba, Disney offered him $1 million. Disney offered him $1 million, and his mother turned it down. His mother was his agent and said no. And so they took, like, at that time, what was something like, for that role, like $200,000. But she instead took the royalties. She
Hmm.
took the royalties. Now, nobody knew that this movie was going to become what it did. But do you know that he'll never have to work ever again in life off of that role?
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. That's
Lifetime
crazy. But
royalties.
very smart. Very
To
smart.
your point, that is the only real version. It is probably one of Disney's biggest movies of all time. That's never going away, locked
Mhm.
in the vault, and he will live for the rest of his life off the residuals by his mother not taking the $1 million.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I saw an interview that he did with the 85 South show. And if nobody is watching the 85 South show, shame on all of y'all. Okay. Anyways, but they have like their own podcast on YouTube where they bring in different people and interview them, and they interview Jason Weaver, who I think is underrated. He does not get his flowers as he should.
Okay.
I believe he wasn't even supposed to originally even be singing for the role of Simba. It was
Wow, I
something
didn't
that
know
was
that.
like last minute.
I said I didn't even know that. Ain't that some shit that how his life,
I
that
didn't
role.
know that either.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So
But if
Tasha,
he,
since you like Disney a lot, what do you
Mhm.
think about the Black Little Mermaid thing?
Blasphemous. Okay, it's blasphemy. Okay, Disney is animated. Period. However it was, whatever those songs originally were and are, let it alone. Leave it alone. All these
I
rewrites
actually
are
agree with
nothing
her.
but a bunch of millennials in a room trying to hold on and recapture our fucking childhoods and arrested developments. That's what that is. Leave it alone.
I actually agree with Tasha 1,000%.
Yeah, because
And
people.
I get where some people will make an argument that, you know, you've got these iconic movies, iconic roles, but we've had generations since then. Well, why not be original? You know, why not create your own shit?
Mhm.
You know, and
Right.
I'm with you, Tasha. There are some roles, some movies, some things that are best left alone. Don't touch it. Don't fuck with it. Don't try to improve on it. I
Mhm.
don't want to see a remake of Scarface. I don't want to see a remake
Nah.
of The Godfather.
Right.
So you remember when they remade Superfly, you know, and now I'm telling my age. If you've ever seen the
I
original
remember.
Superfly, Curtis Mayfield, and what that did at that time, and they remade it with, I forget the name of the young guy, and it was an absolute disgrace what they did to the movie, the
It was
characters.
horrible.
It was
It was
horrific.
horrible.
And
It
so I
was
agree with
horrible.
Tasha
Yeah.
1,000%. I get that Chloe Bailey or whatever her name is this generation's whatever. She's, you know, I'm not denying her sexiness. I would like to give me 15 minutes with that bitch. I'll wreck her whole world. You know, I promise you. You know, I believe that pussy is definitely good. I don't believe she can suck no dick. I don't believe she can really take no dick. But give me 50. I'll take 15 good minutes with that pussy. Trust and believe. But having said that, I'm not excited about seeing her play, you know, the Little
Yeah.
Mermaid. You know, we want to change it up. I'm with you, Tasha. Leave it. It should be left alone.
Yeah.
I'm with you. All right, let's move on.
Okay, another sports question. Who was the first black quarterback in the NFL to win a Super Bowl? Do you want me to give you the options?
know-
I
I
actually
know
don't know
already.
this. I actually don't know
Got you, because
this.
I don't know too much
Oh,
about it. Okay.
Hold on,
well, go
before you
ahead and
say,
give them.
go, yeah, give them, please.
Patrick Mahomes, Doug Williams, Michael Vick, or Russell Wilson?
I'm going Doug Williams. I'm going to guess. Michael Vick. I don't think he ever won a Super Bowl. The damn sure ain't Patrick Mahomes. And who was the other one?
Oh, Russell Wilson.
Russell. No, it wasn't. He wasn't the first black either. So yeah, Real Estate Insight says Doug Williams. Or
It
what? Yeah,
was. Yes, it was Doug.
and he won it with which team?
Well, Black, it
Well, they
doesn't
were the
say that on there.
Redskins then.
Okay,
They were the
okay,
Redskins then, but they the Commanders.
right. Wow,
Yeah.
but even yeah, so yeah, that's big, you know. Just shout out to my man Steve McNair, rest in peace. Came that close.
Mm-hmm.
Came that close.
Came that close.
That
Yeah.
right,
Yep.
right, Kenny. I mean that
Right.
close to winning a fucking
Basically,
Super
they
Bowl.
that close. Yeah.
I mean, Tasha, remember that game? You know, I was living in Memphis at the time. Remember that game? Did you remember that? Remember?
That was probably before I was even watching football.
Oh wow!
It's
So you
probably
really
before I was watching
so
that.
you gonna put me out there like that?
I'm just saying. It's before I was actually watching.
Your little young ass. Okay.
Wait, what year was that?
Go move on.
No,
That
what
was
year was that?
that.
What year was that, Kenny?
I believe that. I think that was 99. I believe that was
Oh,
1999.
I was 10. Of course, I wasn't watching football.
She really had to go there.
Wow. Okay. Here's another one. Let's see. Oh, on the show Fresh Prince, what was the name of Uncle Phil's pool stick? Do you want me to give the options?
Yeah, his pool stick.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
options are
Still.
Lucille, Bertha, Lucy, or Agatha. Agatha, the fuck?
It can't be Lucille. That's
King.
BB King's guitar. What was the other ones?
Bertha, Lucy, or Agatha.
I'm gonna go with Bertha.
Bertha too, yeah, because I don't know.
I think it's
I'm
Agatha.
thinking about the character,
I'm
and
gonna
I'm
go
thinking
with
about
Agatha.
Theo. Okay, Tasha, who is it?
It's
Yeah.
Lucille, and I knew that even without the
Oh
game.
shit!
Oh, it is
Lucille.
Lucille.
Remember when they went into
I
the
didn't
pool
know
hall?
that.
The first game, yeah, he tells after the first game, he tells Jeffrey, break out Lucille.
I didn't even know he had
Yeah,
that.
I would not have guessed that. Again, biting
I
off of the
wouldn't
name
either.
for BB King's guitar. Interesting, very interesting.
Right.
Okay, yeah, learn something and store in the old noodle. Okay, go ahead.
On the show Martin,
Mm-hmm.
how much did Martin's CD player cost?
Mm. Ooh, now that was the famous the New Jack City episode.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
Cause remember he gathered them all around the table and recreated.
Yeah,
but
that was right. Exactly.
But I don't recall.
You got to give us the choices.
Give us a
on
choice,
that one.
Tosh. I don't recall no cost.
When you hear it, you'll know. Was it 300, 100, 400, or 500?
I don't know.
I don't know.
300,
really
400,
don't know.
500.
Or 100?
It got to be $100.
Think about the year.
It got to be 100. Yeah,
think about the year the CD player came out, though.
Oh, okay.
It was early 90s.
More than 100. Yeah, it probably would have been like 300.
Okay, so
I'm
if
going
you're making me change my, so it's got to be three. I'm still thinking 300.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with 300. I'm gonna go with
400.
400.
It was 400.
So answer this for me. Was CD players that much at that time?
I believe so. I think that they were. I bet you. I bet you they were.
Running around 300. Yeah.
Because it was the early 90s. And it was, like the portable ones. Remember? Not, so that wasn't something that everybody, had.
I guess I'm trying to think back to when I finally got one. I damn sure didn't spend that kind of money for it. But wow, I didn't know that they cost that much.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that makes me look at that time period a little different than when I think about people who were skating and riding when it first came out. Like, wow, that they spent that kind of money on it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, very interesting.
All right. Here's another one. How about?
I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this one is easy, but we'll see. Finish the phrase. Don't come for me.
And I won't come for you.
Unless I call you. Don't come for me unless I call you.
That sounds kind of right.
Do you want me to give you that?
Cherry, you have a guess?
Going there.
Real Estate Insider says, unless I send for you. That kind of sounds kind of right.
For you. Oh, okay. I think it is. Unless I send for you. I think that's what it is.
That is what it is. Because remember on P Valley, Clifford would always say, he would always make mention of that. Don't come for me unless I send for you.
Okay. You know what? I never caught that in that Clifford had so much saying. They literally had a thing at that time, Clifford sayings, because whoever wrote his lines, he had some shit. He would say some shit.
Y'all don't even want to know what I was thinking.
I was asking you.
I was thinking, don't come for me. Get
I
your
ass.
It's something about a really good line that's delivered. And I was telling Tasha, so I'll share this with the family. On the streaming service I got, they got this black channel, and I was watching this movie. I still haven't figured out what the name of the movie is, but there was a line in the movie that is committed to my memory now. I can't wait to use it in real life. Real Estate Insider says Kenya Moore stated that on Housewives. So again, stuff like a great line. But I was watching this movie about pimps and hoes just this week, a few days ago. Kiana, what's going on, baby? How you doing? Welcome. Happy Saturday to you too, sweetheart. And there was this movie about pimps and hoes, and they were trying to teach this guy how to be a pimp. and he was sitting in this barbershop with all these pimps, and one of the pimps uttered a line that has now become one of my favorites. You know, he was sitting there. He said, "Shit, pussy gonna sell when cotton and corn won't." And I love that line. I love that line. He said it so cold. He said, "Shit, pussy gonna sell when cotton and corn won't." And I was like, "You goddamn right." So you women out there, if you're a broke woman, shame on you, because pussy gonna sell even when cotton and corn won't sell.
I have heard some of the best different sayings recently. I've heard someone say, tell a child you're campaigning for an ass whooping, you're about to win the election. I'm like, I'm storing that away.
I like that one.
Some young girl, she said, slap me on a penny and call me Abe because we ain't Lincoln. Talking about a dude. I like
that. That's a good one too. I like that one. That was
where you get that one from, Tasha?
On TikTok, there's like a whole string. Okay. There's one chick who works at the post office, and every time she comes across these videos, she stitches them and then she writes them down to save them because they're good. So those are just a few that I've heard that I really, really like. Oh, I heard another one. This man, he said, "Come on, I'm about to fold your clothes with you in them," and they was getting ready to fight. So all kinds of good ones.
Okay, so I thought they would be getting ready to fuck.
No.
Another one of my personal favorites. You can call this a blackism. This is for all my fellas out there. If you're trying to please a woman, remember this technique: 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink. Remember, I gave you that one. Remember that? Look at that. 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink. You want to satisfy your woman? Put 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink.
And we just was talking about putting your hand down there and touching something sticky.
Right. Yeah.
For reference, that's the technique for when you eating pussy, fellas. You'll thank me for this later. If you eating some pussy, 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink. Think about that pussy like a bowling ball. How you put these 2 fingers and that thumb in that ass and then gently lick. You're gonna thank me.
Yeah, nobody ain't gonna be putting no thumb in my ass. You must be crazy.
A lot of men don't even finger you while they're eating pussy, but that's a whole other topic. We can go down that way, but that's something else altogether.
Y'all would thank me. Y'all would thank me for
it. Hey, guys, you and Black, you and Tasha, y'all might need to do a show on sexual techniques. But
I'm all for it. If one of my favorite viewers is watching right now, I'm on Ozempic, so my appetite has really changed. So I don't eat as much as I used to, but I really want to eat some pussy. I want to actually eat your pussy. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Holla at your boy. But go ahead, Tasha.
You should get that tattooed on your hand.
Wow. Really?
Front door so you get lost in the back.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. Let me find another one.
Happy Saturday, y'all.
What the fuck? David Joyner is the Black actor behind which childhood show? And I didn't know this.
David Joyner?
David Joyner. Do you want me to give you the options?
Yeah, I kind of heard that.
I don't even know who David Joyner is.
So the options are Joyner? Sonic the Hedgehog, Captain Planet, Barney, or the Gargoyles.
I have no idea.
You have to guess.
I have no idea.
David Joyner. Give us the choices again.
Sonic the Hedgehog, Captain Planet, Barney, or the Gargoyles.
David Joyner. Who you guessing, Kenny?
I'm gonna go with Barney. I'm gonna go with Barney.
That just seemed like that's so far back. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sherry.
Kiana says Barney too.
Guy goes.
Who is
It was
it?
Barney.
Barney?
That just seemed like that's goddamn.
Yeah, I guess right.
Yeah, it was Barney.
Okay.
I guess right.
Again,
I
I
didn't know for
never
sure.
even
I
heard.
didn't even know
I
who
never
Baby
even
Joint
heard the
was.
name.
Okay, well, while we're on it, what was everybody's favorite childhood cartoon like growing up?
That's easy for me. Easy for me, hands down. Can't nobody fuck with Bugs Bunny.
It's easy.
You
It's
cannot
easy for
fuck
me.
with Bugs.
It's easy.
Sherry,
for
we
me,
grew up in the same house.
too.
Who was your favorite cartoon character?
Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Wow. Kiana said my kid loves the show Barney. Is Barney even still on?
I think so.
I ain't gonna be seeing that. I don't know.
I think it is.
Wow.
I think so.
okay.
I thought it was.
Kenny, who's your favorite cartoon character? You and Tasha.
I'm not sure. Oh man, mine is easy. Mine was Fat Albert.
Oh, that's a good
That
one.
was good
I'm going
too.
way back.
That's a good one.
I liked it that too. Yeah.
Damn,
Like in the morning time,
I liked
because
all
like
Fat Albert was my favorite.
because I had like a different one like that I like to watch like in the evenings and like the afternoons.
Okay.
But like in the morning time, for me, it was Recess. The cartoon, the show Recess.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember that.
You know what?
That. I remember that.
See, that's your white side speaking right there.
It is not.
Yeah.
No damn black kids, they gonna pick no damn Recess.
Yes, they would. Yes, they
Tasha, really?
Black, I'm telling you, it was Recess. Yes, a lot of millennials would pick
polled a lot of black kids. They wouldn't even know that cartoon.
Black, if you polled a lot of black millennials, they would know about Recess. I'm not crazy.
Oh no.
Who you say, Tasha?
Recess.
I ain't never even heard of it.
See?
What? I watched it every morning before
I've heard of it.
Never heard of it.
I've heard of it. I remember it. I heard of it.
Real Estate Inside said the Flintstones. Oh my God, the Flintstones was way.
Oh
ahead
yeah,
of
I like the
It's one of my
Flintstones
favorites,
too.
though. Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, it's so many.
Yana said,
It's
so
so
the
many.
Smurfs.
Tom and Jerry. It's so many. Me.
Oh,
I like
Tom and Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? When you sick and you had to stay home, and you can watch Tom and Jerry all day.
Yeah.
All day. But they still, to me,
Right. But
Bugs and Popeye. Bugs and Popeyes, they on Mount Olympus for me. Bugs, I can watch Bugs Bunny right now.
You don't remember when we used to watch the Jetsons, and I used to say, "Wouldn't that be cool if we could stay in our house?"
Jetsons too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Jetsons.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about in the evening and the afternoon? Because I have two distinctly that I remember, and it's not my white side, Black. One of them would be the dinosaurs. Do you remember the dinosaurs show? Do y'all remember that? Like the little baby, not the mama, not the.
Yeah. I kind of remember that. Yeah.
Stop, Black. I'm not crazy. It's not my white side, okay? And then the other one was Dragon Tales. Now I'll give you that. That might be my white side, but I love Dragon Tales in the afternoon.
I never watched. That was for Cherish. My daughter. I ain't.
Let me see. Evening cartoons. You know what? Then for me, probably evening would be the Flintstones. I remember Flintstones came late in the afternoon and early evenings.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, they did.
And they
came on
kind of
late
had like
afternoon.
adult themes to it, you know. So
yeah.
That and then Sherry
Scooby
Doo and the mysteries kind of shit, which some of them was kind of scary.
Yeah, and then we used to watch stuff like
Scooby Doo got on my nerves.
You thought you was Batman because we used to sing the song when it come on.
Yep.
And I used to like Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh, I remember them. I was always turned on. I wanted to fuck Josie. I always remember I kind of wanted to fuck Josie. Kiana said Sesame Street was on. Josie, even as a kid, I had to hide that inside, but I was always turned on by Josie, that little leotard thing she had on. You know, I was kind of wanting to fuck her.
Just perverting something so innocent and so sweet. Just
I had to keep it inside. I had to keep that. But my brain would be thinking, you know, I'd look around when Josie and the Pussycats would come on to make sure that nobody could see what I was thinking. You know.
You stupid. And I like Tom and Jerry.
I'm just saying. You know, Wilma too. You know what? Wilma could get it from the Flintstones. Wilma could get it. As a young kid, she had red hair, and I used to think I wonder if her pussy was red. Wilma, you could get it. But okay, I'm just saying.
Oh, God dang, Black, you were just a freak.
You just ruined my childhood. No. I'm kidding.
I had to keep all this shit inside, y'all. So now y'all just coming out. Y'all my therapy couch.
Yes.
No, I don't want to be on this couch. It's sticky on this couch. I don't want
to. Oh my God.
Next question. On the movie Friday, just Friday, nothing special. What was Smokey's mama's name? Do you want me to give you the options, or do you think you know?
I definitely don't know right offhand. I don't.
Okay. Joanne, Pamela, Deborah, or Arlene?
Joanne, Pamela,
Joanne, Pamela, Deborah, or Arlene?
Arlene, Deborah, or Arlene.
I'm trying to picture him saying it at some point.
Pamela.
I'm going with Joanne.
Yeah, me too.
Deborah. That sounds right, Joanne.
It was Joanne.
I'm going with Deborah. I'm gonna go with. It was. Oh wow! I didn't even. What did he say? I'm trying to.
I can't picture it, but that sounds kind of right coming from his mouth.
Yeah, I think that's what he said, and when he stressed it.
Yeah.
Now, what's sad to me about a little side note about that is how they could never get him back, Chris Tucker back into that role, even though they made sequels to it. You know, and I've heard all kinds of backstories about why. You know, I don't know if it was over money or whatever. You know, obviously Chris Tucker took off. His career took off. What a lot of people don't know is he's in the Guinness Book of World Records. At one time, he was the highest paid actor in Hollywood. That's how much money Chris Tucker had made at one point. He lost a fortune, you know, and you know, so I don't know if that was the reason why that Ice Cube couldn't get him back in that role, but you know, I hate that because that was so iconic. The character Smokey is so iconic. You know, and he brought in what's the guy name who played Day Day? You know, and everybody talking about Day Day. Mike Epps, yeah. I wasn't a fan of Mike Epps in those series. He was okay, but he was always a little bit too over.
I have to agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you, Black, and I like Mike Epps. I just
me too.
The Day just didn't. It just didn't rock with me. You know what I mean?
It really.
You know, it is.
It really didn't. You know, and like you, but I like him in other roles. There was a great comedy. Shout out to to him. He was in another movie with what's the old boy?
Ice-T?
No, there's this movie, you guys might have seen it, where I can't think of the name of that. The black actor, he delivered the wrong package to him. Did y'all see this? It was a comedy. Oh my God. The guy was like a UPS driver, and he delivered the dope to the wrong door, and Day them had it, and it had old boy in there who was in The Wire. It's a comedy. It's really good. I can't think of the name of it. I'm sorry.
I liked him in All About the Benjamins.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, he did better in that. Sis, he did better than that. You know, the Real Estate Insider says his price went up after getting 20 mil for Rush Hour.
Oh yeah, he was good in that too.
Kiana says yes.
Right, it did. Yeah, he pretty much said it did.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
What What
We're
she
not gonna
said? What she
gloss over
said
that.
yes to? I'm
We're
trying
not
to.
glossing over.
Okay,
Well,
see,
maybe I'm the only
all
one
right.
paying attention, but
We in the, I'm in the dark. Yes to.
that was a yes to him eating some pussy. That's what it was.
Oh,
Oh God. According to his lyrics and what they really
oh
want,
boy.
where did DMX meet Cookie?
Here's the options, Tosh.
Okay.
Oh,
Was it the movies, the club, the ice cream parlor, or a bus stop? What?
Hold on. Give us the question again.
According to his lyrics, in what they really want, where did DMX meet Cookie?
Okay, give us the choices.
Okay.
What you
The
really want?
movies,
because
the
I'm
club, the ice cream parlor, or the bus stop?
Ice cream parlor, I'm guessing.
The movies.
I'm
Kiana
going.
says the bus
I'm
stop.
going with black ice cream.
It was the
parlor.
ice cream parlor. Yeah, it was.
I kind of remember that. Shout out to rest in peace to DMX. If I'm getting ready to go out somewhere, there was no better hype
Right.
than DMX.
I hate that song for that
Are you
explicit
serious?
reason. For that explicit reason.
What? You hate that
What?
song?
Because hold on, Tasha, what
for,
are you saying?
for that explicit reason,
What?
every time before we got ready to go out,
Okay.
Black would
Wow.
be aggressively rapping that song.
That shit get hype
Oh.
though. What you niggas
okay.
want?
Okay.
What you niggas? It ain't nothing better to get you hype when you get ready to go out and you playing DMX. He was that shit gets you hyped up. You be in the right zone then, you know, because you drink a little bit because you want to walk in the club already floating a little bit on high, so it don't take much to get there. Okay, so yes.
No, this is a conversation to continue on the side. Okay, on the show,
Yeah,
Martin.
that's what I'm thinking too.
On the show, Martin, why did Marvin lie about being Martin's son?
Hold on. Oh, okay, the little boy.
The little boy,
Arizona.
The little snotty nose boy.
No, not the little snotty nose boy. No,
No. Remember the episode where
no,
the little boy that he actually kind of looked like Martin with the ears
Roscoe.
and shit too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did he lie about being his son?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta hear some choices.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you heard Kenny say it, but okay. He didn't like his dad. He was his biggest fan. He didn't want to move to Arizona, or he didn't know his dad.
I didn't hear your answer, Kenny. I'm your biggest fan.
No, he didn't want to move to Arizona.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Remember, because like right after he said it, Martin went to mock him. He was mocking him right after. I'm sorry,
you
lie
want
to
to
you,
move
Martin.
to Arizona. Sorry to lie to you, Martin.
Right.
You want to move to Arizona.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, this is another one. I'm going to test you on your knowledge of a show. On the show Fresh Prince, what was Will's father's name?
If I hear it, I think I'll know it, but I can't remember off the name.
Was it Phil, Luther,
I think it's David.
Or Lawrence?
Lou. It was Lou.
Sherry?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go with Lawrence.
It was Lou.
Okay.
It was such like a common name that'll stick with me. Now, you know what? That was one of the best episodes of that series, and that was the moment
Exactly.
when I knew Will Smith could
Mhm.
act beyond comedy. To this
I
day,
agree.
if you go
Yeah.
back and watch that episode, the ending of it, if you don't feel something from that ending, I don't know, because he went to a place on the ending of that episode where he talked about how come he don't love me, Uncle Phil. And that was the moment I knew that Will Smith can act. He not just a comedian. That okay, well, wow, this guy can act. You know, because he showed something in that role. That was the moment for me.
Mhm.
One of the best episodes, and just the way it played out at the end. You know, and full disclosure, why it resonated so much with me.
Because we
I
ain't
don't know my father,
have.
and while it didn't hurt me that way, what it did bring up is the reality is we can dance around this all we want to, but when somebody they didn't want you enough to be around. You can pretty it up, you know what I'm saying, and you can
Mm-hmm.
come up with all kinds of reasons that you want to, but at
Right.
the end of the day, I'm somebody's
Right.
firstborn that he didn't love me enough to stick around or to even look for me and find me.
Yeah, and I was the second one. That's why I
Yeah.
told that motherfucker, don't call me.
And so that listen to what she's saying, that makes it even worse that he met Sherry, had some kind of relationship with her, and never thought even beyond that to say, well, let me see my son. So that episode, to this day, it speaks to me. Now, again, I'm not all busted up inside. Fred Moore, wherever you are, fuck you with a sick, infected dick. And if you're dead, I hope it was painful. Anyway,
Shit, and send the money this way.
clearly you ain't
Well,
have shit, because I'm sitting here still
hey, you
working
know,
for
it resonated.
you, deadbeat motherfucker, you.
Yes, Kenny. I told him, don't call my fucking house no more.
Wow.
Fred Moore, and last I heard, this motherfucker
Well,
was living in Chicago. Fuck you. Fuck you and all that you stand for.
it definitely that episode related with me too, because and I will
Oh, we missing you, Kenny. What you say?
definitely really. So I said I resonated with that whole episode too. I think a lot of
Okay.
men did. It was tough to watch. I'll be honest with you. It was tough to watch
Yeah.
but I know my pops and I felt this feeling. So
Wow.
it was tough to watch.
Till this day, and I still, when I see that ending, I feel everything he was going through. And so again, it matters, folks out here. It matters. In all seriousness, it does matter. Now, again, I feel like I've gone on to become who I'm supposed to be and all that good stuff. But God, it matters. All right, Tasha, end us with Tasha looking at
The
me like
fuck? The show got serious real quick.
It
you
did,
know,
didn't it? It did.
you know, end us on a high note, Big
On
Mac.
a high note, okay, let's see here. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know if I have any more good ones that'd be a high note. Jesus. Okay. How about this? Who was the first athlete to grace the cover of Madden? I didn't know this.
Ooh.
Let me give you the options. Was it Michael Vick? Was it Eddie George? Was it Emmett Smith? Or was it Ray Lewis?
Oh,
Ooh.
Eddie George, Emmett Smith.
Michael Vick or Ray Lewis?
Ooh, ooh.
Because when Madden first came out, Madden was on the cover. Players didn't start I think it. Ooh. Say it. Give us the choices again, Tasha.
Michael Vick, Eddie George, Emmett Smith, or Ray Lewis?
I know who I'm going with.
I think it was Eddie. It was Eddie George. I think it was Eddie George.
I'm going with Michael Vick. Kiana says Ray Lewis.
I'm going with that too. That's what I was thinking.
Who, Ray Lewis?
Mm-hmm.
It was Eddie George. I did not know that.
Wow.
I did know that players didn't come along till later. When Madden first dropped, Madden was always on the cover. Then they start putting players, I think, in the mid 90s, which would make sense because Eddie George, 95. So he would have been the first because he came in before Ray Lewis. He came in before Michael and Emmett Smith.
Okay.
I don't know why they didn't put Emmett, but yeah, I thought it was George. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice nugget to stick in the cap. Eddie George.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good.
Yeah. Now, wasn't he married to the girl Portia at one point? You know, there were some questions about his sexuality.
That was Cordell.
Oh, Cordell Stewart.
That's
okay.
Cordell Stewart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get them kind of mixed up. Okay. We literally got time for one more. I always extend the show for 15 minutes over. So we got time for one more good one.
Okay. If you walk into a convenience store to purchase an Arizona tea, everybody knows what the Arizona teas are, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But the price is $1.50 at the register. What is the proper response to the clerk? Do me give you the options?
Yeah.
Is it pull out your card and pay? Is it say, dang, y'all went up? Is it walk out and say, y'all tripping? Or is it say, yo, it says 99 cents on the can?
That's the last one. That's it. That's it. That last one.
That's it. The last one.
Good night, baby. Good night, Kiana. Good night, sweetheart. Thank you for popping in. But yeah, the can says 99 cents. Right?
But I can charge what I want to. The price is, that's a suggestion.
Okay. But you know what? That's why I buy my shit at the grocery store. I literally have that in my cupboard right now because I'm not paying more than what the can say. Shit.
They used to do a good sell on them at Walgreens when I used to work there a long time ago. They used to sell them 2 for $1. I don't think that they do that anymore. Whoa. But yeah, they used to always do that. So you can buy like a whole case of them.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I those are in my refrigerator and in my cupboard right now. They good as fuck. But yeah, that's what I fuck. I still fuck with them. 99 cents. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yeah, me too.
You know, shout out to Aldi's. I just went to Aldi's today. I got me some pineapple wine, and then I got me some blueberry. What you call the shit? Margarita or some shit like that. A blueberry margarita, yeah. So you know, get ready to enjoy the rest of my night. It's gloomy here in Atlanta. Thank you guys for popping in the show. Definitely got my spirits up. I'm locked in tonight. You
gonna win tonight, Black? You gonna watch the game?
Who's playing tonight, Kenny?
You gonna watch the game tonight, Black?
Yeah, who playing?
The Nuggets and dog it. Shoot, you had to ask me. But it's the Nuggets and the Suns. They about to tip off here in about 20 minutes.
You know what? I definitely will watch
Denver
bits and pieces of that one.
But
okay,
I got a question for you.
I more will watch the New York series for sure. Yeah, for sure. Sis, go ahead.
Right. That's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah.
Ken, what do you think about these New York Knicks? They overrated?
The New York Knicks? Man, you know what? No, I don't think they overrated. I think the boys ready. I ain't saying they're gonna win a title, but they gonna give. I think they might beat my. I think they might beat my. Oh, you think so? Oh, okay.
I can't pick them over Miami.
They might beat Miami.
I can't pick them over Miami.
Okay.
And it's not that the talent is not there. You know what I think wins that series? Coaching.
Coaching. They've been garbage for so long.
And they both got both. veterans. I mean,
I agree, but I
Spolstra
think
and
the
Tom
deciding
Thibodeau, they
factor
both veterans.
is
So
but I think the deciding factor is the coaching of Spo them. I don't expect Jimmy to play out of his mind this whole like he did to get him there, but I don't know. That's why I'm gonna watch that series though. That
They,
one should be
Yankees,
competitive.
okay,
But
they
I'll
like
tell you this,
yeah.
Sherry, if New York wins that series, New York gonna lose his fucking mind.
they sure will,
They're
but
gonna
New
lose
York,
their
like
fucking
Yankees,
mind.
there
the
they
Yankees
go.
hyped up and they don't do shit.
They're gonna lose. Yeah, I'm not picking them to go all the way, but
Yeah,
if they get to the next round, if they get past Miami, New York is gonna lose its mind.
yeah, they in the finals. Yeah, they'll be in the Eastern Conference
They'll
Finals.
lose
They
their
win
mind.
this
But I would.
series.
I'm a New Yorker, but I can't fuck with New York picking them. I view New York and Memphis. Those are my two hometowns the same way. They'll break your fucking heart.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
take you to the pinnacle and break you out. The Memphis Grizzlies was the number 2 seed, and they got their ass
Right.
beat so ridiculously last night. It just didn't make no sense.
I asked Kenny
Yeah,
that because
yeah, they took a
it's
fast
a
and
bet
ass.
going on, but I just can't go for the Knicks. I can't.
So anyway, I am definitely looking for something to watch tonight. It's Saturday night. You guys have brought my spirits up. I'm going to get me something to drink. I'm going to be eating some seafood. Like I said, shout out to Aldi's. Found me some good shit. So
It's something you can watch too on Hulu. Black. The
What's
Dear
that?
Mama. It's something on the Dear what's his name that
Oh, the
directed
Tupac
Minister
thing?
Society. Yeah, the two. If you had, it's on Hulu. I think. Yeah, Hulu.
Is that about
the
Tupac?
thing?
I might. So yeah,
It's
I'm looking for something.
yeah. It's
Do
I can't remember.
anybody
It's
on
called.
here
I
watch?
think it's called Dear Mama. I think,
Do
Okay.
but
anybody
I
on
can't
here watch
remember. But it's on
Ruthless?
Hulu.
Tasha,
Yeah.
y'all don't watch Ruthless?
No, I don't watch that either. So that's why I say
No,
thank you,
I
Kenny.
don't.
So I'm looking for something to watch. I'm looking for the rest of my weekend, in all honesty, to be quiet. Just want to be alone. You know, Tasha, as we end the show, from your understanding, was the answer yes?
That's what I understood the answer to be was yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's what it looked like to me. Just that's how I read it.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
Folks, enjoy your weekend. It's live, it's real, and it's raw. Until next time, be good to yourself. Keep it real.